Um, when it comes to enzymes, I've worked with enzymes prior to commencing ZenCleanz. I've worked for a health and wellness company, and one of the first things I actually learned was how powerful enzymes are in, assisting you with the breakdown of food, and that's as sort of as simple as it really got for me. But then, obviously, I mean, I was taking enzymes with food to aid digestion, and that's sort of where my journey and understanding came with proper metabolic function. Okay, so I think, all these sort of weight loss journeys. I was never in the weight loss journey, but learning about the supplements and how they assist weight loss and boost the metabolic system helped me sort of grasp the whole concept around enzymes. Fast forward about 5-6 years, I find Zen, and they're full infusion of enzymes, and actually how powerful they are and how potent plant enzymes are in assisting us with more than just metabolic function, but the clearing, the cleansing, the rejuvenating of the cells. So the depth that we can really go with enzymes in general is beyond belief. So when I share my story with ZenCleanz, it's a powerful technology. It goes beyond really just plants. It's sort of like a technology. It's like that added step, and I don't really know how far we can go. Like, I feel like there's just so much more room for growth with the product and how it can expand. For example, I'm just so excited about the lung cleanse and how that all of that can, start to take off and assist people with, different things like addictions um, and yeah, so that's sort of how I got into enzymes. But it was a little baby story, and now it's sort of like we're in the real thick of it. And I'm so grateful that I stumbled across Zen. It's a bit hard to explain to people how much belief there is behind it. You have to try it to believe it and understand it.
Totally.
So, believe it or not, I hadn't really cleansed much at all prior to my health journey. So, my health journey started many moons ago with acupuncture. I had a polycystic ovary, so I was trying to regulate the hormone side of things and having a regular bleed and all of those things. So, I always knew since a young child I had issues. Little did I know that if I were to cleanse from the age of 18, I would have come to a better point a lot faster, but didn't understand anything about that. Fast forward to Bali in 2019, I went to a place called Bali Healing Centre, and we did a big liver flush with that sort of home style protocol. So that first big liver flush, really, like, Bali in general is just a powerful, energetic force field. So healing is just like real fast. The mind, body, soul connection, just the alignment is very powerful. And once you get into that space, you receive a lot of downloads. And I felt after that liver cleanse, I received a very big download that this is it. It makes sense. Clean the body, assist the body in healing, and then the body will just function better. When you go backwards, again, let's clean the body and get it back to the reset button, like reset and then start again. So, and that means, like anything with diet, we sometimes go backwards, and then you're like, I think it's time, it's been about a few months. I need to start again. Start drinking my greens or start drinking my clay and all of those things. So I've always been in this sort of healthy heal, cleanse, release. But again, when I met with ZenCleanz, it was just a whole different scenario. I did the one set, during my breastfeeding with my first child. So, of course, concerned about doing it during that time. But then once I realized how powerful it is for myself and my baby to receive, the pre and probiotics through the milk, I did that straight away. I noticed a massive clarity. I developed this sense of like smoothness within me. I felt smooth, and I also felt as though my metabolism was even faster. So that liver cleanse that I did released a lot, I think, of emotional energy. And then when I did the ZenCleanz 1, I received a lot of humbling energy. Like you were mentioning, this feeling of emptiness, but I actually felt this feeling of fullness with the ZenCleanz 1. This fullness of life and love, and like, okay, I have to give now, like this overwhelming feeling of joy. As the liver cleanse, you really felt the heaviness. So I can't wait to stop breastfeeding to be able to do the ZenCleanz Forgive set, because I know how much energy is stored in the liver and how powerful it is to release that and make good with that. And I think that's part of what is our duty of care to our clients, is to actually share that psycho-emotional journey that people might go on. And I think once people start connecting with that psycho-emotional journey, they actually do find themselves within that chaos. That chaos is actually really beautiful. So the cleansing, it was just quite recent, really, that deep cleansing sort of journey. So and it led me straight to Zen. So short cleanse journey, but a really good one. I think I was just ready to receive that intensity pretty quickly. And I've just had my second baby, and postpartum healing very quick. My stomach is flat. I mean, that's not the purpose of after having a child. That's not the goal. But just to feel me draw in so quickly just shows that my body is just working how it needs to work to keep nothing that serves me away from my internal being. I felt as though I think for me it was more during the process, during the connecting process that you sort of go through when you commence the cleanses. It's that conscious connection of this. I tend to do this with a lot of things when I ingest or take. I always try my best to imagine it working and then really just allowing it to integrate. And I think that I found the cleanse really easy to do. Like even just drinking it, the glugginess, I love the challenge. And when I am thrown a challenge and I can complete that, I just feel like that's the whole part of it. It's the mind coming in alignment with the body and going, yes, I'm receiving this and it's going to work. So I'm all about the challenge, and I think that's just my character. Like, give it to me hard. Like, give it to me harder. Like, what? How could this taste worse? Because if it can, I'll do it as well. If it can taste better, I'll do it too. But if there's a worse flavor out there, give it to me. The more green and grittier it is, like, let's do it. So I think that's part of me enjoying these cleansing processes. But I actually had a little bit of like a freak out moment because my plaque didn't release up until the third day on the night. So I was having a lot of the product. It was pretty bright, reddish sort of releases, and I'm like, I'm not really sure. I'm texting Daniel. I'm like, Dan, like, I don't know. Like, I'm pretty open. I'm pretty keen to receive this. And then, I was just about to go to bed, and I thought, I'll just go to the toilet, and I thought it was just it'll be in just a normal release, back to normal sort of. And it was pretty amazing. The length it was just, it would have been all one piece if I hadn't realized what had come out. So it had just broken into three, one long piece, two little ones, and I would have said it's easily a meter and 80 centimeters. Like, it was crazy. It was like, the way it looked is sort of the way I looked, long and gangly. I was like, that's me. And I was like, I need to share this. I need to share that this is inside of us, and this is what is acting as a barrier of us receiving more nutrients, having better connections with people, like absorption, like all of that. It just all fell into place. Like, okay, these are the barriers our body creates. And also I had a big moment of gratitude for my body. Like, our body's just so incredible at trying to protect us, and it builds up these walls, so to speak, to do that. And we should really honor that. And I think once people start honoring that, again, that connection, that softness, we drop into having better conversations with ourselves in the mirror, and knowing that, we're not just a face, we're an energetic being, and it goes beyond this physical appearance thing that I think that we're so conditioned to strive for. You mentioned ballet. I'm sure a lot of things are about image, poise, and how you present, but it goes beyond that. And that's where my biggest healing came from, is when I started to drop that external image and what I thought I should be like. And I tell a lot of friends who want to lose weight and all of these things, and I'm like, once you let go of this wanting to look a certain way, but rather chase that feeling of wanting to feel a certain way, the weight will naturally just come off. It just does. You get onto the journey of healing. You get onto the journey of cleansing. You get onto the journey of wanting to eat fresh, clean food. Like, it just happens.